Yeah, and we'll see how they play into it, how the 7 gets pulled out this time by Be In Boat and the rest of John over in Draft, which we can head into right now. Map number 1 will be Splitstone Quarry. Only Chill have first pick, which I believe means that we're probably on NA servers. I believe if you give up first pick and map pick for server pick. So NA servers more than likely. Only Chill start things off, and we are immediately I literally cannot tell who that is. Who's been banned. That's 7. Okay, that's 7. All right, they know. They did their research going in.
Controllers can't move fast enough for the B flight line.
B's on a controller.
It's mad. He's on gyros as well, right?
Is B on gyro? I don't know. I didn't. Okay, B is on gyro. I'm getting word. Hold on. The Secret Service is telling me that B is on gyro, which makes sense from what we were seeing yesterday. Yeah. 100% here. Ruckus,
isn't it? They use little joysticks.
Yeah. It makes me, when I think gyro, I just think Ralkion, and that's just because I've been casting for so long. It's the only player I can think of, but now good to know that B is also following in their footsteps. Talus first pick.
Okay.
On this
Ruckus
map.
band. Okay. Is that Azan band as well?
Yeah, Azan and Corvus.
Yeah. Tanks who can take high ground, obviously super impactful on this map. Khan being picked up, though, for the side of John. And Rom. Okay, so both these tanks, not ones that Talus has an easy time shredding, but still, he can create a lot of pressure against them. Looks like... Maybe opting for a Corey-sided draft here. Rom can obviously just play Lava alone. Really hard to take him out of that rim. But yeah, Talus being first picked, really going to be sort of... And Alex now as well. So they're really sort of trying to play off these burst controller picks. I switched to a Grover. Okay. But yeah, like... Mad control from... Oh yeah, there's Alex. So yeah, just going to be really tough DPS matchups to box of anyone. Let's see how John answers this.
Tough times for the tanks, I think, specifically here. I would not want to play Rom into Talus Lex. I feel like I am just literally a walking ult bot at that point, at least in late game. Early game, maybe it's a little better. Like, maybe I can trade out a little bit more as long as I have maybe my Furia looking at me even, but it definitely gets tough. But Octavia banned by Only Chill. Makes sense. Get rid of a backline hit scan. You've already taken out another one of their picks. They've really kind of started to corral, I guess, the DPS picks they can have. Yeah. I'm assuming maybe you see like an Andro or something. Andro, Koga...
Vix now, okay, yeah. So I think they were trying to force. I mean, Talus and Lex are interesting picks here. Both ones that struggle getting the high grounds, but ultimately have very strong matchups when they're playing against people on their level. The Grover as well, quite interestingly. I don't know how he's going to be playing with the DPS if Talus and Lex are on the flank side of things. I don't know if Grover's going to choose one of them to play with. And is that not Anar and Nando now as well?
Yes.
This is really interesting from Only Chill. I'm not really sure what their plan is here. I don't know if they're going to be going to just. Controlling Quarry and controlling Lava with these strong DPS picks and hoping to take fights there. But Andrew picked up from John as well now. I'm looking like John's shot is a lot stronger. I mean, I think just having anyone that can just take high grounds and force you out of these positions is going to be very strong. And I think that John's just they can rotate so well here as well now. And I think Only Chill are really going to sort of relying on the fights coming down to the lower grounds with how immobile these DPS picks are. But Nando being an off tank could be interesting.
You've been talking about the Only Chill like aspect of them playing inside Quarry. I feel like that would be almost the worst thing they can do with this comp. So we'll see how things pan out as we hopefully head into game now in Splitstone Quarry, game number 1 of these losers quarters. But checking out the match they have again, I don't want them to play in Quarry. I do not want them to be playing in there. I want them to be. I feel like if they're in there, Andro goes up top, Victor stays on the bridge, high ground. I feel like it's just really hard for them to play in that space.
And Victor's just still going to sit on high ground because, again, like Talus and Lex, it's going to be... They've got a long walk if they want to go up to our high grounds. Maybe Nando's going to be escorting them. I'm intrigued to see how they're going to have to play this. But yeah, I think... I don't know, like, Inara's going to just really struggle on point when Victor's just dinging her in the head. But let's see. I'm intrigued to see how they're going to play this.
All right, how about this? Here's this. Theory crafting. Inara doesn't play point. She goes straight through Quarry, walls up on the little minecart, and pushes high ground.
That would be legendary. That would probably make a big difference as well. Yeah.
I mean, imagine. Did she stick Mother's Grace or did she swap? Did she stick Mother's Grace? She is Master Writing actually, so this might have some credence. She is going to match. Yeah, she's going to match directly into Khan though, so she's going to slow down, but with some DPS support. Come on, Tarek. Come on, Tarek. Please prove me right. Please prove me right. Pressure high ground. It's the best thing to do. Narco pulls a lot of people back, drawing a lot of eyes.
On the high ground as well here. So
this is exactly what I said. They're surrounded.
They're in Quarry. They're surrounded. Yeah, they're completely boxed in. And we've got to pause.
Our B boat's like, all right, guys, hold on. We have a really good position. Let's talk about this for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they'll see if they can get out of it. As I'll say, I can tell you in game. I know it's unpaused. We do head back to it right now. Again, Andrew in a great spot. They're really pinned, but they can't cap really. With Khan's probably the only one who could have gotten away with it, and he's stuck playing on the other side. So now you can see Lex and Grover going to try to match against this Andro as very slow cap time coming in from that Inara up front. Bismat is forced so far back. They're just going to try to wait this out as long as they can.
Yeah, doesn't really seem like there should be any space of it though, because even when Nando pushes the Khan out, it's not like a DPS, it's like a strong position for them to go to. So it's just buying time. Again, they are still capping though, so Red are gonna have to capitalize on something at some point. There goes the Talus TP, but no, he's low inside of Corey. I don't know if Andrew can follow up on that, but it's so hard to aggress on them when they're all grouped up like that. But Rom comes in. We
Looks
see
like he was called for the...
Oh, he gets, yeah, again, they all get focused, not quite enough. Andrew's still sitting on the high ground, decides not to capitalize in on the aggression there.
It looks like he got hit by the cripple maybe, and it stopped him in the moment, but amazingly, he was able to get out and reset with the rest of the team.
Yeah, Talus online, we have Carnot online. Victor's also online as well, let's see if he's come out. Andrew's still sitting on high ground. Oh, and the Talus goes for him and gets the kill. That's a fantastic use of Talus ult, and now Inara's 1 HP in Quarry. They do find her, and... Ooh, okay, Khan's also half HP inside the lava against the Talus. Both tanks now in lava against the Talus. Talus, yeah, he's used his TP, he's very safely back on high ground. Nando falling kind of low, no shield. Lex darts to the Victor across the map. The red tank's looking very strong now, pushing into Quarry. Nando falls, and ready to take Quarry. Their box is theirs now.
Yeah, and there was a great timing on that because it was off of the Fury All. They just played it slow till they got that ult because they knew they could deny Inara from capping in that time. So really well done here. And now really aggressive with the ult. Wow. They do have the accursed arm, finding one as well over
and
the top.
And Grover as well. Wow. So much space there. In spawn for free. Yeah. That was really masterfully played. Took their time, got their ult online. Beautiful.
Well done with the aggressive timing that they had, just knowing that they could keep going. And why not spend everything? You have the time to use it, right? You're probably going to need these ults again to break it, so unless you charge it super fast, you're probably going to have to save them for the next mid anyway.
Yeah. Very well played. Oh, Victor's very low on high ground. I don't know if Nando seems to know. Oh, he doesn't end up finding him. 1 HP Victor doesn't get capitalized on. Falling back to high ground. Yeah, Blue's taking the high ground back. But no, Red's capped the point, and yeah, they're looking very strong. I think, again, the draft of just being able to sit on their high grounds and be completely undisruptible by the Talus and the Lex. I mean, we only really saw with the true power is the only time that, yeah, they managed to deal with the Andro, but that's a very good way to do it.
Yeah, they have really, yeah, it's going to be really hard for them to actually pressure through, and we'll see how they choose to do that. They are all waiting in lava, looking to poke, trying to get Victor, I think, an even angle here with Andro playing that off angle, but look at that Lex damage, even at medium range, and what Talus is able to get away with, still saved by the Furia, but if Talus finds someone isolated while doing that, that's almost going to be a guaranteed kill.
So, yeah, do manage to save Andro. If Rom, though, falls, it's caught kind of alone there by Lex. It's going to be, there is no chance you can push this with 4 people, you really have to wait for your Rom to come back now. Going to be lots of time for Blue here. Oh, they dropped the high ground, though, they really want to get these kills. Talus half HP goes in. Andrew low as well though. Nando's still pushing out. They're keen to wrap up some more kills. They don't find him though. Talus is back on high ground, but oh, they've used the overpower on the Lex actually who falls. Okay, looking for this is a great time to re-engage for red team here.
Oh, this is going to make the next mid really difficult, though, because of the timing of this. They do get past that initial choke, and this accursed arm has to find something for them to break through, and it does. Imagine cheating. First of all, in this staggered fight here, and they want this chase. They could find an R. There's no heals.
Lovely flick shot. Talus as well in elevators. Oh, and now, yeah, they're just... This elevator's a great position to hold for them now, but again, they don't have a healer. Oh, they do find the Andrew, who goes for a little bit too greedy there. But Rom's now ulting on them. Oh, you get the Nando out as well in 30 seconds. These are big ults being spent. To force the Nando ult here is massive. I mean, the Nando ult does charge fast, but still, that's Q, and he just goes straight into a beam and dies. That is unfortunate. Talus very low, managed to get away with his TP. Oh, and Victor just about with the Fury heal. Okay, and they don't find Khan yet, so yeah, they get another chance to regroup, but oh, it looks very chaotic for only chill there.
Lex applies such an insane amount of pressure, but being both able to slip away from it with the backup of the Furia, are they going to spend? I mean, they have a bunch of ults from only chill. I say John just go in with this, with a dry fight and try to get as much out as they can, but Tortles can't even pressure, just absolutely locked down by this Lex, and the cripple could guarantee it, but actually eating the reversal, this Lex could be falling.
Oh, they both just about live, but this fight can go anyway. Ron falling very low on the point. Oh, and Andrew does find the Lex. Talus is also low without. He does have a TP, but it's right in front of a Victor, so he falls as well. Grover just got stuck on the high ground now, and Andrew completely on point. Grover does try and push the Victor, but that's not a fight you win, I'm afraid. And B clears it all up, with Rom killing them as well on the point. And wow, a very, very confident looking push from John there. Without the use of any ultimates in that last fight, actually. So
exactly how they should have been.
Yeah, it was perfect. A great push from B though. Taking that angle as Victor it's a very brave move, especially against the Talus, but he makes it look easy. He just timed it perfectly, I think, to where Talus didn't really know he was coming, and yeah, Talus had a really awkward TP, so no, very well played there. Victor obviously destroying the leaderboard on these damage stats. Again, he's just so free. There's nothing, like, if he gets the high ground, it's so hard for him to be displaced. No verticality, really chill. Other than the Inara wall.
Other than the Inara wall and Talus ult, which is what got them the pick on, not Victor last time, but the Andro trying to kite away. I think that's going to have to be how they pincer people, especially because Closed is going to need direct LOS on people to actually heal them. If they are stuck trying to run away, kite, then they can absolutely use that to finish it off. But Talus is so far back on his own side. I think he's waiting to stop someone from flanking, but overpower onto the Inara immediately. It's going to get the kill. Lockbar punched or not, they're going to get some ult charge off of it. To can't even save Terror. Early start here. They kept him back to Peel, but they couldn't keep him there.
Yeah, here comes the Andrew onto the Talus. He doesn't have a TP. And again, he's completely alone now, so if Andrew wants to, which he doesn't, as it's still a hard fight. Oh, but Fury finds the legs, and the Romo comes down onto the Nando, and they're down as well. Didn't end up using the Nando ult there, which they have, so only chill now with 5 ults. But they've lost the first fight. Anara's back, but only really with the Talus here, and they're very stuck. Grover's not able to help them there.
I feel like John needs to push this. I feel like John has to push this to stop them from punching right now.
They're coming in. TP. Can they get the right kill?
It's just late.
So low, but Grover's here, and he comes out with the ult. Deuce does save them for now. Grover's low again. Andrew one on the point. Lex finds 2. Oh, B trades it out with the Grover, so they have no healer now. But no healer on the side of John either. This play is chaos. Khan finds Talus in the back. Victor's on the enemy high ground now, fully low with the barrage. Wow. But only chill cap. Can't quite manage to get onto the point in time. Wow.
Just no chance for them to move in. They don't have anyone with really high mobility. Nando tried, but couldn't really do it. Honestly, I feel like if John had just pushed, if they had just smelt the blood in the water and gone in before Grover came back, that's a one fight for them, but they let them re-heal themselves. Narco was able to get his rune back and re-aggress, and it really just closed the openings that they had forced for themselves here. And now you can see Only Chill set up in a great position. Rom is in no man's land and torn to pieces.
Wow. Oh, and they find Lex, but yeah. Wow. Okay, so yeah, they managed to trade it out. So yeah, Red do kind of take the... Yeah, okay, and it comes down the Accursed Arm as well to finish the Talus off. They are going to be taking this fight. I think they'll be looking to push quite hard here. So maybe if they can try and get enemy high ground. Oh, it's not going to be enough time now as Blue respawns, but I think, again, that's kind of awkward from Red. They've left their high ground. Fury is still on it, but Khan's drops. I mean, if Blue choose to take this fight, I think it's going to be quite hard for Red to win this. I think Blue, yeah, coming out with so much power. They've got the Talus ult online. It's going to be interesting.
They spent the overpower really.
There. Yeah, they pushed him.
They spent it right away just so they can maybe guarantee that kill. They need to really charge this overpower before the next time, but actually using airstrike as well.
And they're quick to 1 HP. Just about survives. Oh, what a fight. Roman in the cripple again. Is he going to get found this time? Legs just absolutely shredding him. Amazing leg assault there on both the tanks, killing Roman. Yeah, finish up the Khan as well. Oh, they're running back now. Victor, yeah, he sprints away from these. Andrew, yeah, also just chilling, but that's a confident fight winning from Blue, and if they can take the high ground here, this is a perfect time. As you say, yeah, Splitstone's a great map for defending on, but when the enemy gets the high ground before you get there, it becomes very hard to defend.
Yeah, Mines now becomes the very critical space that they need to hold. They need to not let either of the flanks really get in there. You can already see Ratatouille is the one contesting it here, but Khan going in a weird angle, taking a lot of damage early, forced to get pocketed by this Fury, and that could give them a breather and a chance to push through there. Look at the health bars on the flanks.
Wow.
Nando knows that he got the move. Both my DPS is taken out already.
Yeah, Blue just had so much space there. Like, I think there was a card in like the low ground enemy spawn just doing nothing for them, and Blue completely capitalized. And yeah, they take out the Andro and completely win the fight. Red now completely stuck in spawn. We've got an amazing position here from Lex as well. It's so hard to push Alexu to. He's just free firing onto them. They do find Victor as well, who tries to go for a peak kill. Andrew tries to push onto the Lex, but his healing is crazy, and he falls as well. But they do find Grover. Great pick from Andrew. Can't falls Rom just about contesting, but again, it's not going to be enough there for him. Gets the crippable. Yeah, and there he goes. 2-2.
Grover with such a big hitbox. Now the caught is really high online. I mean, Andrew just shot the Grover instead, but Lex is just putting so much damage out. They really couldn't stop it. Even with B running away on the damage charts, about 40,000 higher than the second closest member, which is Lex. Unsurprisingly, from what we're seeing from Yoka here, they just cannot close things out, and I think it's because Only Chill has the power to just send their DPS in to get kills and usually get them out of it, whereas John, they're not really sending in. If they have to send someone, it's Rom and Andrew, and they don't have that same level of burst.
It was super awkward for them. I think they gave up the high ground position on the attack, and then Blue won the fight, and they took the high grounds, and then like Red couldn't take the fight from there. So I think that was, it's a tricky team play. When you get too aggressive like that and you just want to push them, but you give up like the high ground on split stone, it's a tough decision to make. But we see Blue here. Okay, both tanks come into Quarry again. Hit Talus again with the Lone Ranger play. Andrew and Kane pushing very aggressively. And Nara now into the backline with the Talus ult, killing the Furia. So there's no healer for them now, but Talus is being pushed by the Khan, and I think, he just manages to survive. But there goes Nara with the Andrew ult. This is absolute chaos. Lex manages to find the pick on the Khan though. Grover falling half in the backline. Talus is very low on point. They still can't quite close him out though. Ratatouille, falls on point. Just seems like Blue seems so much more organised there. Their target priority made a lot more sense. Red were just like, who knows what they were shooting. But yeah, okay, B does still manage to survive. And there's only 50% cap for Blue, so it's been chaos though.
No comeback means they have a little bit of a chance to get back in here as they spend the barrage, hitting that Grover, but he's just going to hide for the rest of it. Talus
does use it, but only for himself, so they're not going to have that for the team now. Talus, who's low, can they kill that kill? He doesn't have a TP. He does get back into the safety of Quarry. Rom goes in there to try and finish off. Overpower comes out onto the Nando, who's going to be going into the lava. Lex manages to find Rom in the meantime, and they're trading out tanks. Lex manages to find the Furia somehow. Andrew kills the Talus. Andrew's falling very low. He does manage to fight the Anara. Grover finishes the Andrew. B finishes Lex. Wow. There's so much going on. Grover's forced to retreat for his team to regroup, but what a close fight.
Yeah, they have a chance to get back in, although John is going to be in a very strong defensive position here. Rom actually, I think, used the mount to cross to the other high ground, so he's in a great spot to pincer them, force them to look one direction.
He pushed onto Quarry, getting a great angle on the Grover. He's not going to be able to help his team now. And he falls in the meantime as well. Wow, Khan falling very low on point, but the red team are now all over them. Talus is on the Furia, but she manages to escape for now. Talus, completely alone in the backline. Where's he going to find more kills? Lex, the point. He's also low. It's just so hard to find out these finish kills. And then Nara cripple. What happened? Red managed to find the cap after just a bonkers amount of trades.
Yeah, huge flip there. They had everyone alive around, potentially able to touch the point, but they just did not turn to do it. They didn't turn and get on the cap in time, I think. Even with that mobility, well, they don't have that mobility, right? The flanks were too worried about getting frags, and everyone else,
I think it was
close to the point.
It's part of the victory, was just making the tanks so low that they couldn't comfortably be on point. And these DPSs, it's not part of their playstyle being on point. I think especially with French controller players, trying to get them on a point can be a very difficult task sometimes. The Victor falls to a little bit of over-aggression there, finding the pick from Grover. But yeah, now we have Rom on the high grounds here. Again, aggression so strong, but is he going to get help? The Andrew is falling very low, he can't help now. Lex falls down to the stun. Just managed to survive there with the Grover rock coming out. Oof.
I don't even know if I love using Rom ult there. I feel like if you're forcing out Whirlwind, like it seems great on paper, but it's also 90% caught now, I think, so it's not really going to be quite as good as you'd want it to be otherwise, right? You're forcing out an ult that is easily counterable through regular poke damage at this point in the game. So maybe would have had it to burst through a Nora wall a little bit later, but either way, you get Rom ult so fast, he's already at 35%.
They're sticking to the high grounds here. They have all the space in the world, but they know pushing right here is such a dangerous giving up this high ground. Very patiently holding it here. Although we have Andrew coming in the flanks. Or no, it wasn't Andrew, there's someone else trying to go behind. I think it's the Rom. Who is, solidly in their backline now. Great poke from this Victor now. On top of Quarry. This is, the perfect time for him to hold it. Cursed Arm coming out. Both tanks falling kind of half. But yeah, Rom still in the backline. Drawing loads of attention now. Leaving both the tanks fairly alone, actually. But they do manage to find him, and the tanks do manage to get to safety. So yeah, that's going to be hard.
Yeah,
but they kind of have high ground positions. Nara's pick though. Traded out with the Victor.
Yeah, it was a trade for the Victor, which honestly for the attacking team might be all right, especially because they still have Fernando, who we know is a really sustainable tank here. These players are all so low; they're gonna just get all deleted from this aggressive play. The carts.
they're still pushing it though. Yeah, and then they've been getting some good pushing this time. Only 17 seconds left though, so ooh, and especially these aggressive tanks falling, they're gonna have a weird time getting the touch. I mean, Andrew could always float over to get it, but that's really not what you want to be doing at this stage in the game.
I mean, if you have to, you have to, right? But it's just there's no reason to at this point. Just poke and get ult charge, and then play off it from there. They're gonna have all 5 going into the next one. Only Chill just missing their whirlwind, so a lot of how these ults land is gonna decide this game.
Yeah, this is very exciting. So yeah, now they're all obviously massively impactful. I think it's a big question about how he uses that. I think the Carnos have been going just the throwing tanks in the lava, so that's going to be a free kill if he lands it. The Fury ult is probably going to be the one that the Nando ult was going to have to come out for. But again, trying to set up a Fury ult here is just like trying to apply aggression to a team that's so safely hunkered down in Quarry is going to be tricky. So I think it's just going to be about ult timing here. We've obviously got the barrage as well now, which isn't going to be into a whirlwind, so if Grover really has to be careful with his angles here.
Yeah, definitely make sure you don't get isolated there. But I mean, barrage, if you get chipped by one person, even while you're whirlwinding it at this point in the game, it's just gonna kill you. You're not gonna heal yourself fast enough. But I want to see, they're gonna watch Lava this time. Last time I believe Inara snuck right through, and she might be sneaking right through below. She gets chipped, knocked off of her mount, trying to get through around, but Rom is just, they're all just looking at Rom sitting up top, and he's not going to die at that range.
You have the Fury out here, used to try and catch outside help, but he's still got such a safe TP on his high ground, so he's going to be completely fine. But oh, Nando fall in half. They still have, oh, okay, here comes the Khan onto the Lex. Oh, a greatly timed kill. Nando does have his ult still, but again, like his Lex is falling now, and yeah, like it's going to be a really tricky time to use it. There it does come out, but is this too late? It seems he's completely isolated now, and they have the down finish. Pushing in from red. Raw still 1 HP. Does manage to get out though, which is absolutely huge. Now the Lex not online. Does it? Okay, Talus does manage to kill him. And there comes the Lex ult, finding 2. Oh, these fights are mental. Lex though coming now into the Fury and the Victor, who do manage to rotate away in time, but that could be very dangerous. 45% cap now for the Theroni Chill. They're out all of their ults, and John maybe getting a cursed Nadama, but it's, yeah, they really have to rely on a proper aggressive attack here. Wrong go push onto the high ground with Khan, maybe looking for some off-angle picks into Quarry. Oh, they have some... has a TP in Quarry. Andrew falls to 1 HP. Oh, he can't roof abuse. He had to come down. The Inara though, maybe slightly aggressive here. 1 HP in Quarry. Can the Roam or the Khan push into her? Doesn't seem so. But no, the Andrew can, and there she falls. 99% cap for blue team now. Andrew finding these headshots, but the blue team's still so grouped up. And they do find the Andrew and the Roam. Oh, we do have Barrage now online, but this she can do now. The red team just killing the Khan that they have to touch.
I don't know if they have any way to get through. The Rom died early on that suicide touch just to get overtime. Andrew slips, it overextends a little bit trying to chase, and it falls apart for John near the end. Also, that whirlwind that got forced out, they got it back at the perfect time. Just top off all the team in cover, refight. They all stacked that entire last mid, and I think it really caught John off guard because they didn't take any space to pincer them at all. They just let them stay stacked and take advantage of it.